Alright guys, so we are back, and like always, I'm making my first mock draft about this upcoming NBA draft. Now, I've already made some about this draft class in the past, but things have drastically changed, and we've seen some guys rise up in this draft, like a Davion Mitchell, and that historic season we all saw from Baylor, truly incredible, and obviously guys have fallen down draft boards as well. But anyways guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and drop a like on it, comment down below who you guys believe the steal of the draft is gonna be, and make sure to go ahead and subscribe and join the family and help me reach my goal of 100K. But other than that, man, let's get straight into this video. It's gonna be a banger. Let's get it. Now, before we start, I just wanted to say rest in peace to Terrence Clark. If you guys have been around the channel for a minute, you guys would know just how much I believed in Terrence Clark and just how much potential he actually had. And guys, this is truly one of the saddest stories, possibly in NBA history, up there with guys like Len Bias. A truly sad story. My condolences to his family and everybody who actually knew him. To get things started, obviously the NBA has a draft lottery, and the best way to do this, guys, we went ahead and we used Tankathon's random NBA draft lottery. And yeah, a few teams took some L's, mainly the Rockets and the Golden State Warriors, but Minnesota gets back-to-back #1 draft picks, and Sacramento has the chance to pick up a generational talent. So let's get straight into it, starting off with the #1 overall pick by the Minnesota Timberwolves. And with the #1 overall pick, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, I think this is kind of a no-brainer, but we have them taking Cade Cunningham out of Oklahoma State University, and I think this is the least controversial pick on this entire list. Cade is like the undisputed #1 overall pick. Now, personally, I think if Minnesota does land the #1 overall pick, they should trade it. But let's be real, y'all. We all know Cade, and we all know that there are really no weaknesses in his game. On this team, he can run point forward, and just thinking about the crazy potential of a full season of Cat, D'Lo, Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, and adding Cade into the mix, yo, the future in Minnesota might be really bright. But let's also think about this. This would be Minnesota's 4th #1 overall pick in like 6 years, which is not a good thing. They might just want to go ahead and trade the draft pick, but in case they actually keep it, I think Cade Cunningham would make a lot of sense for this team. With the 2nd overall pick, we have the Sacramento Kings selecting Evan Mobley out of USC. And look, I know the Kings botched the last 2nd overall pick, but this one right here might be a really good one. I mean, Mobley adds defense and versatility, something that's really needed. And guys, let's forget about back. Just thinking about Mobley, Fox, and Tyrese Halliburton, that trio right there could honestly turn this franchise around. I kind of want them in that top 3 just because De'Aaron Fox has been so good. Getting this man any help is something that I will always applaud. So yo, Mobley, Fox, and Hallie, what y'all think about that? Next up, we have the 3rd overall pick with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we all know Cleveland loves to draft a good guard. With this draft pick, we have them taking Jonathan Kuminga out of the G League. And guys, I know, to me personally, Kuminga is not the best player available here. However, the best players in this draft class, like, this is a very guard-heavy class. I just don't see Cleveland going that route, especially when their best players on their team right now are both undersized guards. Kuminga, freak athlete, the defensive potential is there, and overall, really good talented player who kind of fits in with what Cleveland is trying to do there. Kuminga, Jared Allen, Sexton, and Garland is not a bad building block. That kind of makes some sense. Heading over to pick #4, we have the Orlando Magic, and this is their pick. The Magic are another team with so many guards like Fultz, Hampton, Cole Anthony, and I got them taking another one because I got them taking Jalen Green. This is my hot take of this draft. I think Jalen Green has an argument for being the best player in this draft class, no cap. The gap between him and Cade is so much closer than people want to give it credit for. This man was playing against grown men and getting buckets. And looking at this Magic roster right now and just looking at their future, they need a scorer. And why not get Jalen Green? Elite athleticism, a deadly first step, and all the confidence in the world. I'm telling you, Greenwood, Fultz, Isaac, and just the Magic's draft picks in general. It might be scary overs there really soon. And matter of fact, guys, I made a whole video talking about the Magic's future, and I think it's gonna be deadly no matter who they draft here. I really like this draft pick. Heading over to pick number 5. First off, shouts out to the Houston Rockets for winning games for no reason, but they lose it to Oklahoma City. And with this draft pick, I have the Thunder picking up Jalen Suggs out of Gonzaga. Some people consider Jalen Suggs one of the top 2 best players in this draft. Regardless, Jalen Suggs is a safe pick, a young guard who can mesh very well next to Shea, and just a young core and draft picks that this team has. Look, Jalen Suggs is a winner. He plays winning basketball, and so does Shea. And thinking about those two, Pokuševski, and the bajillion draft picks these guys have, the future is really interesting, I ain't gonna lie. Next up, guys, we have the 6th overall draft pick, and this one belongs to the Detroit Pistons. And this is where things get a little hazy. I had them taking Moses Moody out of Arkansas. Yo, Moses Moody, I was asleep until the tournament. But when I say dude is a bucket, the jumper is perfect, and I think that him, hopefully Killian Hayes pans out. I think that him, possibly Hayes, Doumbouya. I think this makes a lot of sense. Detroit's a good team. They need a guy who can go and get them a bucket. Moody could possibly fit that mold. With the 7th overall pick, the Oklahoma City Thunder are back, but this time with their very own pick. With this one, I had them taking Jalen Johnson, another great young player with insane potential, is a very good playmaker, really versatile. And to me, guys, I really like this draft pick. Heading outside of the country, we have the Toronto Raptors with the 8th overall pick, and I got them taking the natty winner, man, Davion Mitchell. The Raptors are literally starting to rebuild and move on from Kyle Lowry. I describe Kyle Lowry as being a bulldog, so why not go and get the bulldog of the draft? That's D Mitch, man. Yo, D Mitch had Baylor playing. I didn't know Baylor was capable of being this good at all. This man was literally the heart and soul of that team. Offensively, defensive player of the year as well. This dude has a bunch of heart. I think that Toronto would be an amazing place for him to actually develop. Heading back to Orlando with the 9th overall pick, I have the Magic this time taking Scotty Barnes out of Florida State University. This is another draft pick that possibly Scotty could have went earlier. The Magic get a really good player, possibly not a star player, but a really good role player who can fit in well. And Scotty Barnes, adding on to the Magic's young core of Green and everybody else there, I'm gonna keep saying it, but Orlando's future is really good, and I like him at pick number 9. Pick number 10, we have the Washington Wizards. Now, obviously, I'm expecting them to still have Russ and Beal. I have them taking Keon Johnson out of Tennessee. The Wizards are lacking defense, and Keon Johnson is one of the best defenders in the entire draft class. With the next pick, we have the Pelicans. I have them taking James Bouknight out of UConn. It's never bad to add on another wing player, and James Bouknight could just be that guy. The Pacers, and with the 12th pick, I have them taking Corey out of Gonzaga, a very good shooter who personally, man, the Pacers need as much help as they could possibly get. I mean, obviously they lost Depot, and the Pacers adding Corey really does make sense because he's a really good shooter, and this team really needs spacing as well. So guys, I like that draft pick. The 13th pick, the Golden State Warriors, and with this one, Franz Wagner, I mean, a two-way player, a really good shooter as well, and we all know Golden State loves to add shooters, but let's be honest, they're gonna trade this draft pick. I really don't see them drafting anybody here. However, let's say they do, Franz makes some sense. And with the last pick of this video, the last pick of the lottery, we have the San Antonio Spurs. And with this draft pick, I had them taking Kai Jones. They got Podol, but let's be honest, Podol, his upside is not as good as Kai Jones, and Kai Jones can head over to that team and be a dominant force. I do think that Kai Jones makes the most sense here. However, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is my first mock draft in a really long time. Obviously, we have a few months until the NBA draft, and so many things can actually change. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. I want to see all of y'all's mock drafts down below, y'all. Let me know if you guys want me to make a video talking about the best fits as well as some of the steals in this year's draft. Go ahead and drop a like on this video. Go ahead and subscribe and join the fam. And other than that, y'all, check out some of the other NBA videos on this channel. They are all bangers. But other than that, y'all follow me on Twitter at LegendaryEA, and I'll see y'all boys in the next one. Peace, y'all.